So I want to talk to. Levi. I'm gonna ask you about your wish here in just a minute. But first, I wanted to ask you. Can you tell us how you got in touch with the Make-A-Wish Foundation? Like, how did that come about?
That's all Ashley.
Oh, it's actually all okay. So I went through the wrong one.
She is a go-getter when it comes to taking. She is probably one of Levi's biggest advocates.
For sure.
Oh, I can
No
only
one's
imagine.
going to advocate for your child other than you.
100%, or certainly no one more than you.
Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, when he came off the ventilator, I remember them saying, you need to reach out to Make-A-Wish. So Vanderbilt Children's suggested it. We did it. We filled out all the paperwork. Dr. Mark Pewter from Boston helped fill out all of the important doctor medical paperwork. And with the central line in his heart, he qualifies to make a wish. Yeah.
That's incredible. Actually, this is a really good time for me to ask you, Caitlin. So, like, can you help? Because I know, so my experience with Make-A-Wish before I came to Summit High School and, like, started working with Make-A-Wish through Coming Home, my experience was that I only knew that Make-A-Wish granted wishes for kids. Like, I didn't really know anything else. Yeah. Can you talk about just, like, what the organization's mission is and, like, sort of what, just, like, in a couple of minutes, just, like, tell us, like, what's the oomph of what we need to know about Make-A-Wish?
Yeah. So Make-A-Wish grants wishes, life-changing wishes for children with critical illnesses. And I think one of the biggest misconceptions, and you guys might have experienced this, is that when parents especially hear that their child qualifies for a wish, that they think it's a last wish.
Yes.
And over 80% of our kids survive and thrive and go on to live amazing, happy, healthy lives. And so one of the biggest misconceptions is that it's a last wish, and it's not. It's just a chance to celebrate a
Thank
family.
goodness it's right.
Yeah, celebrate a family after they've been through so much. And if we're able to give them a special experience where they don't have to worry about spending money or booking a hotel or booking a rental car or what activities they're going to do on their trip, we want to be able to make that happen for them.
And we're so grateful.
No, I think that's super cool. Hey, Levi, what's your wish?
Disney World.
You want to go to Disney World? That's awesome, buddy. So, what's your favorite movie? What's your favorite Disney movie?
I don't know.
Yeah, you probably like lots of different ones. So, which ones does he like to watch the most?
When we were in the hospital, he watched a lot of princesses and princes.
As he absolutely should have.
So he really wants to see Elsa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and
man.
Olaf.
Absolutely.
Olaf is
Who doesn't want to see
Yes.
Olaf?
We also heard that there might be Spider-Man there.
We got that one.
You like Spider-Man? Well, yeah, you were just talking about how he was Spider-Man and a firefighter both for Halloween, which is
So-
super cool.
I was last year. I told Mom I was saying it right, but I was saying I want to be Spider-Man, and she didn't even hear me.
No, you were saying Spider-Man because you were
Spider-Man.
you were so little.
I was saying Spider-Man.
Well, that may have been what it sounded like to you, buddy.
But listen, now you're older. How old are you now?
4.
Yeah, so
4
you can
years
say
old.
it better.
Yeah, and he is saying it because absolutely.
Yeah.
So you all are planning, like the hope is to go to Disney World. That's awesome. And so I'm assuming, Disney World, right? Not Disneyland. So in Florida. And are y'all planning on doing, like, is it going to be like all the parks, or like do we know what the plan
I
is
think
there?
that's what the coordinators help us figure out.
That's the hope. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we'll do whatever he can do.
Yeah.
That doesn't involve swimming. He's not allowed to swim with
Certainly.
the central line.
Certainly.
But yeah, I remember in the dark days.
Disneyland because I can't swim.
There you go. Okay.
We would look at each other and we're like, after going through this, it's like tomorrow isn't at all promised. Why would we have said we won't take our kids anywhere, like to Disney? Because obviously every kid wants to go.
Yeah, of course.
But last year we were like, let's wait till they're older so they'll remember it. Yeah. But now, after sitting there and it just hearing, we're sorry, we don't know what to, we were like, if he gets better and we make it through this, we're going to Disney. And it's, I don't know, it just came full circle.
100%.
His wish is to go there.
100%. And also, like, you were talking about you want to wait until they're older so that they would remember it. He's never going to forget it.
We're not going to forget.
Nobody's going to forget it. Nobody's gonna forget this. That's super
So-
cool. Oh yeah, show us.
He says, "Here's my scars. Do you want to show him where your belly was
Mom,
open?" Okay.
I'm not doing
Oh,
Okay, he's
his
not doing- that's fine.
G-tube is opened up.
Gotcha. Okay, we're not
My
doing
tape was coming off.
that. Understood. Understood. Okay, well, so before we sign off, I have just a couple things. Is there anything like, so obviously, we're going to have an opportunity, the students of Summit High School and the community around Summit High School, it's also not just the students, right? It's going to be like, we're actually going to have a bunch of guys who are going to be like our coming home court, and they get crowned coming home king by raising the most money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is honestly, it's a super cool deal. And so, they might be sharing this also with people who they're fundraising to, you know what I'm saying?
how cool.
So if for anybody who sees this, but especially the students here at Summit High School, what are the one or two big things that you want to say to people about just like, about what you've learned from this situation?
Yeah, tomorrow's never promised. And just, even during the dark days, there's always bright days to look at all the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And to know that letting your kid eat food is something that you should never take for granted. He went 6 months with no food.
Yeah.
Just having his nutrition through his vein, and we would have to hide and eat in the pantry. So, yeah. And swimming. Your kid's playing in a bath. Don't take it for granted,
I can't.
because it could be taken away.
Yep.
Can you take baths right
Why
now?
are you crying?
Oh.
I'm so proud of how tough you are, baby.
Yep. We all are, buddy. That's super cool stuff.
Just don't take life for granted.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I think that we have a really cool opportunity, and I cannot tell you how grateful I am that you all joined us today and that you shared your experience with us. It's so thank you, Caitlin, for being here as well. Like, it's been super cool that you shared your experience, and thank you for just like making the things that we try to do around coming home and stuff, making it real for the students so that we can understand that like this is something that's making an impact in the life of like a kid who has fought so hard to be here.
Yes.
And a family who has fought so hard to be here.
Thank you.
And a community that has fought so hard to be here. So thank you all so much. Really appreciate
Thank you
it.
for choosing us.
Oh, 100%.
Thank
Yeah,
you
no,
so
and
much.
thank them for
Levi,
that
can you
too.
say thank you?
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. We're happy to have you.
You may be wondering how you can help out. So one of the ways that you could is you could be looking out for fundraising opportunities, and in addition to donating to your coming home attendance. In order to make this year's coming home even better, we want to invite the whole student body to participate. Feel free to share your ideas or suggestions with your student body representatives for each grade level on any fundraising ideas or gifts for a Make-A-Wish kid.
Okay, so in addition to participating in our fundraisers and also letting your student council representatives know if you have ideas, there's one more thing that some of you I always regret to do to help us out, and that is to be a part of Coming Home Court. And y'all, I can't stress how important it is that we get guys involved in Coming Home who really like have a passion for kids and have a passion for like you just met Levi, like who have a passion for Levi's story and who are comfortable sharing it with the people in their lives and raising some money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation to make sure that we can grant Levi's wish and get him and his family on a trip to Disney World. Like, that is the goal, right? So what's gonna happen is next week on Tuesday through homeroom, you are going to be voting on who your Coming Home Court representatives are going to be, and you can nominate someone from your grade level, right? And we're gonna have 3 members of Coming Home Court for the freshman, sophomore, and junior classes, and we're gonna have 5 for the senior class. We're gonna have more people fundraising this year than we've ever had before because we want to do right by Levi, right? And so the voting is gonna open on Tuesday, and then the voting is going to close on Thursday, and Thursday afternoon of next week, right? So this is the Thursday before midterms. I will announce who the Coming Home Court is. So what I need from you is I need you to if you're thinking about doing it, I need you to start letting your friends know that you're interested. I need you to start and that you start, it doesn't have to be like campaigning. You can't be campaigning with signs or anything, but like you can start telling people you're interested. You can start building support for yourself so that you get nominations. Because I am just going to we're just going to take the top few people in terms of nominations, and that's going to be who's on Coming Home Court, right? So be on the lookout for that, and I will be back with more information next week.